The situation at Spurs is oh so wrong. It's all part of Enoch and Levy's gone. A world-class stadium, second-rate team. Spurs are winning nothing under this regime. Together we need to shout, Levy and Enoch out. Together we need to shout, Levy and Enoch out. Intense up, filling the coffers to the brim. The football forecast looks so grim. Spurs last cup win in 2008. A lack of proper investment is what true fans hate. Together we need to shout, Levy and Enoch out. Together we need to shout, Levy and Enoch out. Intent of filling their coffers to the brim. The football forecast looks so grim. Spurs last cup win in 2008. A lack of proper investment is what true fans hate. Together we need to shout, Levy and Enoch out. Together we need to shout, Levy and Enoch out. Project Youth, just another Levy feast. Dismantling Spurs history piece by piece. The stadium, just an entertainment hub. No true fan wanted this for our club. Together we need to shout, Levy and Enoch out. Together we need to shout, Levy and Enoch out. Legendary Bill Nick would turn in his grave if he knew how the owners now behave. Corporate greed and no success. We need to work together to get our club out of this mess. Together we need to shout, Levy and Enoch out. Together we need to shout, Levy and Enoch out.
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Tottenham Away, the best place to be in town on a match day live. It's myself alongside the Ave Master himself. How you doing, bro? You all right?
Hello. I'm all right. I'm actually looking quite forward to this game. I think it's going to be carnage, so I'm looking forward to it.
What, carnage in a good way or a bad way?
I'll get back to you after 90 minutes.
No, you got. It's easy to predict after 90 minutes. We can't do that.
No, I think it's going to be a bit. I think it'll be positive. I'm hoping.
Well, look. Let's have a look at the team lineup, and then we can discuss it a bit more. Big up to everyone in the chat. Thanks for being here as always. Smash a like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Hit the notification bell. You know how it works. We will be going over to Big Up for the live actual watch along for the game in about 25 minutes. The link is in the description, but it's also just there as well in 25 minutes. And it's also pinned to the top of the chat. So if you do want to come over for the actual live game itself, we'll be on Big Up in 25 minutes. But until then, let's have a quick look at the starting lineup. So Vicario is in goal, and the big one, the big talking point for the previous game, why Spence didn't play. Well, there's your answer. Spence starts tonight at right back ahead of Porro. He started Udogie. Now I thought it was going to be Porro and Spence, but he's dropped Porro and he started Udogie. This could be an interesting one. Gray and Danzo at centre back, so there is no Van der Ven or Romero starting, although they are both on the bench. So I think this is the right call because we don't want to rush the players back. In midfield, Bergvall, Bentancur, Madison. Kulu is injured. A front three of Johnson, Tell and Son. Tell is the striker again. I'm not so sure about that. On the bench, we've got Austin and Whiteman because Kinski's not in the squad, I'm guessing. Pedro Porro is on the bench. Romero and Van der Ven are back. Bissouma and Sarr are on the bench. Mikey Moore and Odebert, Dane Scarlett, and Solanke's also back. So, Ave Master, we're pretty much back to a full-strength squad other than Richarlison and Ben Davies.
It's actually quite positive news to see that we've got injured people back, a lot of the injured people back. It's sad about Kulusevski, but, he was playing so many minutes. I'm really not surprised about it, to be honest. Not at all surprised that he's injured. But I'm actually very happy to see that Van der Ven, Romero, and Solanke are all on the bench and not starting. So I think that's the issue that we had early this season, is that every time we got an injured person back, they would instantly start because Ange wants to play his way. And then in order for him to play his way, he needed the starting people. And so it's a bit like, well, and they got injured very quickly afterwards. So positive lineup, actually, I think. Like you said, I think it's probably the best you're going to get when it comes to starting lineup at the current time. I don't think Tell is a striker, like you said. I think he's more of a left winger, but Son has to play in Ange's eyes. So defensively, probably the strongest defense we've seen in a while since Romero and Van der Ven got injured. But I don't know. I'm a bit shaky about you, Doggy. Defensively, I think he could get opened up quite easily. But we'll have to see, won't we?
Well, AZ Alkmaar have been in really good form in recent weeks. So they're coming into this game with quite a bit of confidence. We're getting a lot of players back now, so we should be building up our confidence. They're the home team, so they've got a slight advantage, but we beat them already in the European campaign. So I think, do you know what, looking at that starting lineup now, I predicted 1-1 before tonight, but we've now got players that can come off the bench. So I think we win it. Maybe 2-1, 3-1, only because we've got the players on the bench now to come off and maybe change the game. I don't know how fit they are, but if they've got 30 minutes, 25 minutes in them, they can definitely impact the game.
I agree, but at the same time, I also feel like with how we play, it's very easy for a team like Alkmaar to just make flowful passes, seeing as we have no engagement plan. If a player is running through our lines, do we tend to go near them? No, we tend to just let them do the run and then close the aiming spot on the goal and hope that either miss or it hits the bar or something. So, but I have a feeling that we'll win, but I don't think it'll be as easy as the match we had at home. But even we won that via a penalty. We didn't win that via a open goal or a straightforward in-game goal. So.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Big up to JJ in the chat. How you doing? Big up to Max. How you doing?
Big up.
Donna, Wagwan. Mike Pepper. How you doing? Legend. Curly Norman. How you doing? Howlin' Mad. Murdoch in the house. We've got Carl.
Big up.
The Oregon Gooner who's trying to banter us, but imagine having a manager who spent 800 million, you're in phase 6 and you've won absolutely fuck all and you bottled it again.
But hold on a minute. They're having their pot show.
But hold on a minute. They beat PSV 7-1. Kroenke in. Arteta in again until they get crushed against Madrid. You know what? I was saying this to my my Arsenal mate in WhatsApp today. Arsenal fans never learn. Like, they never, ever, ever learn. And that's why they're the biggest banter club in English football. At least at Spurs, we admit, yeah, Ange isn't all that. Yeah, the squad's not all that. Levy out, and we're consistent with it. Whereas they, one win, Kroenke in. Arteta's the man. And then they lose a game, Kroenke out.
They're so mad. Like, watching Arsenal fans is like watching a cauldron of delusion just getting stirred every season, just to get poured out and then restarted with a more delusion every season. I
was actually asking. I think I asked a question on YouTube last week. Who's worse online, Arsenal or Spurs fans? It's literally a lunatic asylum the way fans behave. But
I mean,
listen,
Arsenal...
big up. By the way, big up the Oregon Gooner and TJ and Connor. They're good lads. I've got time for them. They're a good bunch, but we do have to call them out for what they are: frauds. Okay, they're still frauds. I've got time for them.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, like, I just feel like when it comes to our fan base, we're worse when it comes to infighting because we infight way too much. But I think Arsenal fans are by far the most delusional fans when it comes to them talking about other clubs. They always put down other clubs when the only reason they've won something in the last 5 years was because their manager used another manager's squad and won an FA Cup by a thin margin, bearing in mind. So it's just a bit mad.
Do you know what made me laugh with Arsenal fans more than ever? Out of all the things they've done, they've spent all year slamming Man United, telling everyone how crap they are, they're rubbish, they're finished. And then 10 men of Man United knock Arsenal out of the FA Cup at Highbury, right? You couldn't write it. You couldn't write it. It was hilarious. But I do want to ask you something. Mad Murdoch brings up a good point here. Av Spurs. Sorry. Sorry. Thought someone was calling me in my house. Why is Tell playing up front and Johnson on the right wing when Johnson played up front for Forest and Tell is a winger and is an utter clown? I would argue, why is Tell up front when we've got Dane Scarlett on the bench and Solanke can come off the bench? You've now got two strikers available on the bench. I get why Solanke might not start, but surely you start Tell. And if surely you start Scarlett as the number 9. And if it's not working with 25, 30 minutes to go, you bring on Solanke. That would be my argument.
For me, the issue is that Son is yet again starting. And I don't get me wrong, I love Son. I think he's a legend in my eyes. He needs to win something here, otherwise it'll just be just wrong. But I would like to see Tell play as a winner, and I would like to see, like you said, I would like to see Scarlett start. I think Scarlett has potential to be an incredible striker. Yeah. So, because he's got the physicality, he's got the speed, he's got the passing ability as well, and he's also got the strike. He's definitely got the striking ability. We've seen it. How many times has he scored in both pre-season and also his first goal? He can do aerial goals. He can do creative foot-based goals. Like he's got very much a very high ceiling. Tell hasn't shown me enough in the few games that he's played. Scarlett has definitely shown in that one game he scored goal and assist in against Viborg, I think it was. Which it's a Swedish team, but the Swedish team was beating the crap out of us for the first half. It was only the second half where we showed something. And it was only because our kids came on who had energy, who had fight, who had grit, who had, pride in the badge that wanted to do something, that scored all 3 goals afterwards. Again, he puts age. I'm guessing he looks at he sees the age and he goes, you know what? I want to start these guys because they've got the experience, they've got everything like that. Well, Tell hasn't got the experience. And also he threw Werner under the bus for bad performances. Tell's not had a much better time so far in four performances. So I think Sky should be starting any day of the week. But when it goes back to that comment, Brennan Johnson was a striker for Forest, and yes, he doesn't impact games as a playmaker or anything like that, but he has got a shot on him. So why isn't it like that? I feel like Johnson was probably. When we first bought Johnson, I thought he was going to be a backup striker or something, that we were going to get Richarlison out. That didn't happen. So, he's got the speed, he's got the striking ability, does Johnson, but he hasn't got anything else on him. So I think Scarlett's going to be better than Johnson. I think Scarlett's going to be better than Tell. I think Scarlett's going to be better than quite a few of the players we've got at the moment, in the experienced players we've got at the moment. But yeah, I think Scarlett should be playing. I think Scarlett deserves to play. I think a lot of our youngsters deserve to play. So, but rotation, isn't it?
I just think if you're not going to sign experienced players, then let the youngsters from the academy play. What we're doing is we're signing youngsters without experience who are now taking the place of our academy players. What's the point of the academy then? I thought the whole point of an academy is you sign established players and you complement them with the academy talent. What we're doing is we're not signing experienced players. We're signing loads of youngsters, and we're not giving the academy players a crack at it. And I don't get it. I don't understand that process. And so far, it's not worked. I'm just looking at the stadium. It's 15 minutes before kickoff, and it's empty.
I was going to say, like,
Unless
no one
everyone's
there.
drinking beer and they're going to come piling in 2 minutes before kickoff, and everyone's just getting absolutely bang on it. By the way, talking about getting on it, big shout out to one of our own, Lubo, who's out there in Holland with the Time for Change Levy Out scarf with Billy. Big up to the lads. Everywhere we go, Levy Out. All over the world, it's Levy Out. Get him out, Enoch out.
Absolutely.
You know the drill, everyone. Both of them were at the protest as well. So respect.
The protest was brilliant.
Let's have a quick look at some other games on tonight, Master. So obviously we've got our game tonight. We're both predicting a win. Ajax versus Frankfurt. Who are you fancying there?
The thing is, at home, both teams are brilliant. Away, well, actually, Ajax has the best away form in their league. I think they've got 4th or 5th home form in their league. Whereas Frankfurt are both above average away and above average at home, which is why they're sitting in the top 4 of the Bundesliga at the moment. I think they're 3rd at the moment, actually.
See, I would have fancied Frankfurt, but they sold Mamouche to Man City.
No, I think Ajax will win it at home, and then I think Frankfurt will, like, I think it'll be like a 2-1 at home for Ajax, and then it'll be something like a 2-0.
Well, just tonight. We're just talking about tonight.
So
let's do a quick spin of the games and just predict who's going to win. So Ajax versus Frankfurt. I'm going to say Ajax win tonight.
I'm saying Ajax win.
Olympiacos versus Bodo.
Bodo Glimt, any day.
I'm gonna go Olympiacos. Victoria Plzen versus Lazio.
Lazio. That's not much of a question.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy one. That Fenerbahce versus Rangers.
I love Rangers, but also Mourinho, isn't it? So I'm going to say, but Rangers like to do the unbelievables against away from home. So I'm going to say 2-1 Rangers. I'm
going to go for a draw. Roma versus Atletico Bilbao. What a game that is!
That is going to be that. If Spurs weren't playing today, I'd be watching that game. I think it'll be Bilbao though.
I'm going to go for a draw again. FCSB versus Lyon.
Lyon.
I agree. And then Real Sociedad, one of the favourites, versus Man United, who are not in form at all. And with injuries, you've got to fancy Sociedad, surely, man.
5-2 Sociedad.
An absolute spanking. Yeah, guys, tell us what you think in the comments about the games we've just listed there. If there's any that you think we might have got wrong or predicted incorrectly, let us know. Kickoff is only 10 minutes away. We are going to go over to Big Up in about 5 minutes. So in case you don't know, the link is right there. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Please come over to Big Up. It's just a better platform for us to do the watch-alongs. Also, tonight on Big Up, let me see if I've got an image I can share with you guys, because I believe they're doing something special tonight on Big Up. Yep, there it is. Hold on. Let me just get up on the screen. So on YouTube, they've got super chats. On Big Up, they've got the same thing, but they call it Big Bucks. And tonight, if you jump on and you watch the show for 3 minutes and you become a member, which is free, you'll be given 50 big bucks. So you can do super chats for free. So if you want to get some free super chats on Big Up, watch tonight and it'll be donated to you. They call it Big Bucks. So if that's your thing, then it doesn't cost you a penny. Come and do it. Hope that helps you guys. Hope that goes down well. They're doing a special offer. They're doing a lot of specials at the moment. It's pretty good of them. I wish YouTube did some. Is there anyone in particular you're looking out for tonight from the Spurs starting lineup, or anyone you think on the bench you're keen to see what they do if they come on? I don't think Romero and Van der Ven will come on tonight unless it's a crisis. But
no, I don't think they will either.
Mikey Moore. Looking forward to maybe him getting some minutes.
I wish Mikey Moore had started, to be fair, over Son, but that's just me. I think I'm probably have a look at Bergvall because I think this is a game that Bergvall can play some good, strong opponents in, and that he strives against those sort of things. When it comes to the big, strong opponents, he likes to be creative and like do the odd pass and the creative pass around them and that. So, and a couple good sprints here and there. And I look at Bergvall quite intensely on this one. When it comes to other players, I need to see Dogi play better than last game. He got run past one too many times for me when he last played. When I think it was Man City, I think it was the last game, wasn't it? Was it City that was the last game? Yeah. Yeah, he got run past quite a few times. And I need to see a bit more of a sharper version of him now than we saw last. Yeah, so Bergvall and Udogie, I think, are the ones that I'm mostly looking out for. On the bench, I think Solanke will score. I think Solanke will come on and get an 80 to 90 minutes goal. So I think that's his window. He'll be going up against tired legs.
I need to see how the first 15 minutes go, because if we start badly, you never know with us. So I need to see how we start. There's people in the chat asking, how do I become a member on my iPhone? I don't know, because I don't know how to become a member. I'm assuming there's some kind of sign up somewhere. People are saying if they're already members, if you're already a member, if you watch for 3 minutes or more, you'll get donated the big bucks. So if you're already a member, you still get the donation. You don't have to sign up. All I'm saying is you have to be a member in order to be eligible. It's one of the two criteria. I'm not a member. It's annoying trying to become one with the phone. Sorry, buddy. Do you know they need to develop an app? I've told them, but it's still quite a while away. So it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. Dr. Tottenham will see you, Troy Parrott. Could you imagine?
Yeah. Oh no. I don't think he'll score.
I do. I think he'll score over 2 legs. Arsenal put 7 past the current Dutch champions PSV without any strikers. Should be a walk over, mate. The Dutch league's not that good, mate. I've said it. The Dutch league's not that good, so I'm not surprised. I've looked everywhere. Maybe just go on a PC, become a member. Then once you've got the login, it will sync with your phone. Try doing that.
You don't think the Eredivisie is a good league?
Right, guys, do you know what? I just don't think it's anything special. I don't think it's anything special. I mean, what do you think it's a good league? Abspurs. I'm just gonna message the guy at Big Up and see if I can give you an answer whilst we're live. Yeah, go for it. What do you think of the Dutch league?
I think it's better than the French league. I think it's more competitive. I think there's better. There's more elite players in the Eredivisie than there is in the Liga. Like when you watch the Eredivisie, it's closer to watching the Bundesliga than the Ligue 1 is to watching watching La Liga, if you know what I mean. Because Liga is meant to be fancy-looking football when people think about it, and so is La Liga. And then you've got the Bundesliga, which is meant to be like hard, heavy, quick, rough football, like the Eredivisie is. But when I watch, I look, the amount of times that I see Feyenoord, Ajax, PSV, AZ Alkmaar, Utrecht all do fairly well in there. Yeah, I guess it's not. I get that the lower teams like Wilhelm II, Wilhelm II, or whatever are playing. They're not really the best teams at all, of course, but they have at least a good top 8 teams who are constantly fighting. When they get into Europe, they aren't knocked out instantly. They're at least getting to the round of 16s or they're getting to the knockouts. Yeah, at all. Whereas Liga teams will fall out really, really quickly. Apart from PSV.
I mean, PSV yesterday battered Liverpool. Yeah, PSG battered Liverpool. I know Liverpool won 1-0, but my God, talk about snatch and grab. That was daylight robbery.
Mm-hmm.
PSG tore them to pieces. They should have been 3-4-0 up, but they missed chances, and also Alisson had a fantastic game for Liverpool. So, there's no team in Holland of that level, is there? There's no team in Holland that would do that to Liverpool.
But there's no team that's second place in the or third place or fourth place in the French league that is of the quality of an Ajax or a Feyenoord, in my eyes. Maybe Marseille, maybe a Lyon, but when it comes to things like when you look at Feyenoord, when you look at PSV, yeah, they're going up against Arsenal and they lost 7-1, but they've not lost like that at all in however many years in Champions League history. I just don't think. If you take PSG out of the equation and you take Ajax out of the equation, the French league becomes really, really competitive. But the Eredivisie maintains its competitiveness. For instance, Ajax didn't win the league for 2 years. It was Feyenoord and then it was PSV, who an atrocious PSG side under Pochettino still won their league. I just think that the Eredivisie is more competitive and that the all round the league is a bit higher quality than Ligue 1.
Fair enough. Guys, we're going to switch over to Big Up now. So I'm going to go live on there simultaneously. Just it's up and running. So let me just load it up and make sure it's up and running.
I need to get that up as well.
Start stream. Go live. Okay, let's make sure we are live on Big Up. Okay, everyone, welcome to Big Up. We're just jumping from YouTube onto Big Up. We're about to go live now. I'm going to get the scoreboard up so we know what's going on. Okay, guys, we're live on Big Up now. I'm going to shut this one down. Thanks for joining us. The link is just here. It's also pinned to the top of the chat, and it's in the description section on YouTube. Also, if you watch tonight's show for at least 3 minutes and you become a member, which is free on Big Up, you get 50 big bucks that they're donating. So make sure you get across. Abe Master, I'll see you over there, bro.
See you in a bit.
All right, guys, we'll see you over there. Have a good one. See you in 2 minutes.
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away.